Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. And today I'm using my brand new, got it for Christmas, Mulhe R41 with an aftermarket handle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I liked borrowing Steve's, like, was it 3-4 weeks ago, whatever it was. Borrowed his, liked it so much that Santa brought me one too. So, and of course, when I ordered this, I will tell you that I like ordering this from Maggards razors. I don't normally push any one artisan, or reseller, what have you. But in this case, I do, because they sell the head, basically the top cap and base plate, separate. You can buy just that, and then you buy a handle. And I bought, of course, one of their handles. You can see the little maple leaf, so that tells you it's a Maggards handle. So yeah, I just got a bamboo styled handle just because I don't currently have one in my collection. I wanted one. So, and yes, it's a solid handle. So it's solid steel handle. So so I'm liking that a lot better, the extra weight. Now, some of you did comment on my other video that you like the lighter handle. And that's cool. Really, it's like, what is your choice? My choice is I like the weight to be a little bit more. I like the handle. To me, it balances it about better. It's easier to do just weight of the razor when shaving, that type of thing, when it's a little heavier. If it's too light, and that's why I don't go for aluminum razors really at all. I've tried several. Always sell them, or if I've borrowed somebody's, I don't buy it because none of them have ever made me happy. So I like a little extra weight for my razors. That's my choice. So yes, if you do like the lighter razors, yeah, please, cool, yeah, absolutely. Mention it in the comments. It'd be fine. But yeah, since today I am excited to use this, and okay, I'm following footsteps of many of my predecessors because I'm obviously very late to trying and owning the Mulhe R41. So I'm going to take it apart here and put that down, because I am going to do like they all did and put a feather blade in it. So yes, we're doing that today, trying the feather. Now, it's a first use, and I don't have good success with first used feathers. I usually cut myself on the first use of a feather. To me, they don't calm down until the second shave. And if any blade needed to be corked, it would be a feather, in my opinion, for my face. So I'm going to put this in the top cap. Put this on there. Handle. Now, I didn't mention it before. The ends of the blades, I could feel it, but barely. I can feel it a little bit more on this side. I think if it's, here we go, squeeze it in. It barely perceptible to stick out just a little bit. So it's not sticking weight out there. Not going to catch my nose. That's what I don't like about razors with the end of the blades do stick out, because I usually will say I'll nick my nose, I'll nick my ear, or something like that from that. So this one covers it nicely. So I'm pleased with that. That's, to me, it's safer for me. And the way that the end piece covers like the end of the blade, so it's a nice little cover, so you're not catching yourself on the corner of the blade. So I like the way that head is designed in that respect. To me, it's a little safer. So yeah, has a reputation for being very aggressive, but it's got some nice features in it. I really am. The more I look at it, the more I like that head design. So yeah, I got one. I liked it so much I got one myself. So let me pause, wash the face, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am back. Wash the face. You can see a little bit of wetness on the collar here. So reaching for my scuttle. Yes, I'm still using the scuttle. And this is actually another reason why I like the scuttle. Of course, yeah, it's early January into the first week of January. Of course, whipping up nice. I'll tell you what it is in a second. I like the scuttle because I'm basically setting up the cell phone up as the camera on my tripod here and getting stuff set up and organized. And I usually whip up my lather first, like I did, and that way it's not sitting getting cold. The scuttle's keeping it warm, so I like that. So for me, being a YouTuber, yes, for being a shaving YouTuber, it keeps my lather warm, so I can enjoy a warm lather. So by the time I get to it here several minutes later, it's probably been 5 minutes since I whipped it up. So yeah, it makes a difference. So yeah, so let me not talk too much more while my face is drying here. Let me go ahead and put on, well, let me show you what I'm putting on. Tabac, good old Tabac. Yes, I'm decided to use Tabac today. And I used the PA cube to wash my face. I did show you in a recent video that I bought some glycerin soap. Or glycic, or I say glycine, but I think it might be glycic, the way it's pronounced. But a glycerin soap. Instead, it's used as a pre-shave facial wash. And I'm a glycerin fan. If soaps have got glycerin in it, I like that. I put glycerin when I make my homemade aftershaves. I put glycerin in it for the post-shave feel. Very nice. I enjoy it. So yeah, so I do particularly like glycerin. So that's why I bought that soap. Oh, sorry, that soap itches on my nose. There we go. Now we're gonna warm up the R41 here in the sink water here. I got the warm water in the sink. Oh, my brush. Let me tell you about my brush. The brush, of course, is the metal handle. I did a video on me making this brush. Well, not really making it, putting the head into the handle. That's the extent of my making it. But it's an aluminum handle, and yeah, you're putting the metal brush. I usually put it in with the scuttle or whatever dish I'm using to whip up soap to warm it up to and get the head wet. My water is just warm. It's not hot. It doesn't come out tap hot. I'm too cheap. I lowered my temperature on my water heater so it doesn't come out scalding hot. It does not. So for me, it's not an issue. But if you've got really hot water, yeah, that could really heat up your handle. So just be warned. Here we go, first pass. Just feel that. Oh, 4 days growth. Yeah. So if you saw me with a bit scraggy on the face before I put my soap on, yeah, 4 days growth. I worked from home all week, so I could get away with growing the facial hair this week. And I used to grow like a beard like in January. It was called Manuary. You can grow a beard for the month of January. But I really don't anymore because I have facial hair for 6 months out of the year anyway, so I don't bother doing that anymore. Go under the nose. And that just slices right through that good stuff. Now I do make more of a conscious effort to stretch the skin out when using this R41. Stretch out that skin. Because we can get into bad habits for milder razors, which don't really make us use good techniques. You get a little sloppy, so I'm trying to be conscious, and really stretch that skin so I don't catch it getting necks. But first pass with the grain, going real easy. For first pass, I don't think anybody needs to be afraid of this razor. It's the other passes where, yeah, I would not recommend it for a beginner at all. So, there we go. Let's put on soap. Oh, sorry, that's itching the nose. Oh, yeah, a little tiny little spot nick there. Didn't even feel it. But yeah, I'm going to go and pass two under the nose there. Oh, got another one right there. But I tell you, feather blades, I pretty much always nick myself on first use. So if I was to be better with this video, I probably should have used the feather blade first and done the second use to show you, but that's me. So I can't say it's the razor's fault for that, just because I pretty much always, no matter what the razor is, if I'm using a feather, I usually nick myself. And that's why a feather just really isn't one of my favorites. To me, they're a fickle blade. First one I usually nick myself. Second one is good, and then third pass on is like, yeah, it kind of dwindles down. So it's like a thoroughbred racehorse. It's fires out of the gate, but by the time lap's over, it's done. So we go second pass across the grain. Real light. Ellie, that does such a good job. And I'm going to try to go super light here, especially because that's where my skin is tender and it's easy for me to cut myself. That's why I just don't go 3 passes under the chin or under the nose, because I just will cut myself. Okay, half that's done. Let's go to the other half. Backhanded here on the weak side. Yeah. Got under the nose real good. No the residual errant little hairs there at all. Yeah, there we go. So smooth, nice feel to it. Really like that pass. Oh, a little nick right on the edge. But I'm done with under the nose and under the lip here too. I'm just going to catch the chin itself. And yes, the blood, a little bit of speck of blood there will be taken care of with the alum block. I don't imagine it'll take anything more than that to take care of it, so we'll do that in a minute. And I know some guys will stop, take care of the blood, but it's part of it. You're going to see it yourself. It's all reality, so yeah, let's just leave it. Let's just see it's all part of your normal shaving. It's what happens, so why hide it? Okay, third pass against the grain, the money pass. And I really like this pass on this razor. And of course, this bamboo style handle with the knurling on the end, I can hold just the knurling, or I can choke it up and just kind of grab it there too. It's my choice. But I like it kind of right there is my knuckles and the knurling. My fingers are on the, knuckles in the curve there, and my fingers on the knurling. To me, that's just perfect. Real light. See, it's all scar right here, scar tissue, so it's all like coarse skin. There we go, that's better. So it's like hard to really get it good. Now, of course, now I'm going, let me rinse this out just so I can show you better. I'm going against the grain here, down, especially down where it's fully growing up. 1, 2, 3, on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Usually 3 does, oh yeah, that's nice. Over the Adam's apple, I'm not sucking it up. Yeah, I like it. Stretching the skin. And I'm not going to go any more than that. I need a buffing pass, I can tell, but I'll do that here in a minute with just water. Okay, got it. Nice. Yes, nice. Stretch. Okay, that's good. Yeah, just a little bit buffing pass because it's 4 days growth. You're just not going to get it all, so it's like, yeah. Because I got hair that goes in like a V shape down on both sides of the neck. So just water to cover. It brings up the slickness of the soap. Super light touch. Oh, nice. Oh, on the spot right there. Yep, done. Now the side is wet, yeah. Yeah, nothing yet. Oh, a little spot right there. But still light touch. Oh yeah, that got it good. And yes, the Tabac soap is slick enough that just putting a little water on afterwards just wakens up that slickness, and it works great. That's just the way I do it. A lot of people do I've got lots more soap. I could just slap it back on it, but just as easy. But I like testing the slickness of the soap by just using water to see, because not all soaps can do that. Some of the lesser soaps just don't do that well. And so yeah, you really want to put on extra soap in that case. But in this case, I didn't need to. So I got a spot there, and a little couple of a dual spot right there. And I'm thinking that's probably at least partially to blame on a brand new feather blade. And when I say blaming the blade, I really don't mean blaming. It's my skin using that blade. Yes, I can't say that it's not really the blade's fault. It's just nature of the beast. And if I was smart, I'd have a cork to be corking the blade first before the first use. But apparently I'm not that smart, so okay. So let me pause, wash the face, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. So I just washed my face with warm water and a washcloth just to wipe off the soap. Warm water because the pores are still open, so I want to basically clean out the pores better. But now it's time for the cold water. Cold water rinse. 2 splashes with cold water rinse to close the pores. And of course, follow it with alum, and I don't have it out. There we go. Get my alum out. There we go. So let's see. Well, cold water's running in the sink. I'm going to do 2 splashes. Be right back. Okay, my shave towel, my Shave Nation alum block. A little sting, a little sting right there. But I expect it to be under the nose with feather blade. My tender skin under the nose there, so yeah. But no really stinging on the neck. A couple of spots here, obviously in the chin there, a couple of spots where I did it. I can feel a little bit of stinging. And that stinging is going to let you know that, it's like, okay, a little more hurt, so it's going to help you with the healing part. There. So like I tell you many times, I don't rinse this off afterwards. I think like GeoFab always says after 30 seconds, rinse it off. I just pat my face. You see, it doesn't really look like it's not bleeding anymore. That was enough to stop it. So it's just a minor little tiny itty bitty neck. Put my towel back. And now yes, duh. What aftershave we're going to use? We're going to use Tabac. Let me get it. Yes, Tabac aftershave too, to match that. And I want to tell you before I put on the splash here, because I always forget to say, so please like and subscribe. There, I said it. And a fascinating fact, I'm doing this R41 razor because I got my own now, so I'm showing it again. So this is like the 3rd R41 video I've done in the past month and a half, I think. But I can also tell you, it was my most popular video ever. I had over 1,000 views on my original R41 video when I borrowed it from Steve. Yeah, tremendous hits for me. For a small channel like me, where right now I've got a little over 300 subscribers, that's like amazing to have 1,000. So I was very impressed with that. So naturally I had to do another video when I got my own. And just to tell you, yes, I got my own because I liked it that much. Another razor I borrowed that I don't have my own because I didn't like it that much was that Mulhe Future. I didn't care for it myself. So yeah, it was okay. And for those, it does have a good following. People love that razor, but I didn't care for it. I thought it was a little bit too easy to nick myself. It wanted to reach out and bite me. I had that feeling for it, where I don't feel that with this, which you would figure would because it's got such a bad boy reputation. But no. This is the bad boy reputation is all a facade for this razor, really. In my opinion. Alrighty, I like Tabac. I like Tabac. Just good old classic aftershave. I really enjoy it. And yeah, there's gray in my hair. That's probably part of it. Some of the younger guys may not like Tabac at all. And I understand they don't make the same formula anymore. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about soap. I'll probably always get the aftershave, but we'll see. Because I think the new soap doesn't have tallow in it anymore. And I always like the tallow. Because I like both soaps, tallow and none. I really do like both soaps. Let's see here. So there we go. But for this R41 razor, yes, 2 thumbs up, definitely. For the experienced shaver, that's my caveat. If you're new, you got less than a year's worth of shaving under your belt, you still have to learn to lighten up in your touch. Although this will tell you for sure if you're not going to lighten up. This definitely, if you bear down with this, you're going to know it. You're going to hurt yourself. But a light touch, this thing, it just works superb. It's just a fine machine. Yeah, really super close shave. Just very enjoyable razor. Just really impressed with this razor. Price point, the head. Of course, I got the head and handle separately, but together it was less than $50 to get pieces together. It was less than $50. So yeah, to me this is a true gem, price point wise. Got a nice solid handle, and that nice R41 head. Dynamite combination. Dynamite. Really enjoy it. As evidenced by me buying my own. I spent my own money on it. So hope that tells you something. So with that, guys, hope you enjoyed, and go with God.